Las Vegas always loves a story. And no matter how you tell it, Boyd Gaming has a good one. It's a story about doing things the right way, working hard to take care of your guests, making team members a part of the family, and ensuring that the communities you are a part of are better for your being there. The story of Boyd Gaming begins with the man in the white hat himself, Sam Boyd. After years of working as a dealer and a pit boss, in 1951, Sam Boyd parlays a small $16,000 investment in the Sahara into an ownership stake at the Mint, which he and his partners opened in 1957. Sam's son Bill was a practicing attorney, and through his legal work representing different partnership groups, earned a small stake in a casino in Henderson. Bill brought his dad in as an investor, and the business became a family business. Their success at the El Dorado in Henderson gained attention, and they were asked to invest in another property, the Union Plaza, with Sam as the general manager. There, Sam makes the decision to hire the first female blackjack dealers in downtown Las Vegas.
Well, that decision definitely upset the status quo. You got to remember, Sam came to Vegas as a dealer, and now the male dealers thought he was taking away their jobs, believing, unfortunately, as was the case in the early 70s, that women belonged at home. But Sam Boyd thought having female dealers was the right thing to do, so he did it, and it worked, big time.
The Union Plaza was successful, and just a few years later, in 1975, Sam and Bill sell their stock to form and incorporate the Boyd Group. Their first project would be the California, but success this time was not instantaneous. The California struggled in the first 9 months. They needed to find a niche, and they did, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The Boyd family had lived in Hawaii when Bill was very young. Sam understood the Hawaiian community's passion for gaming. He decided, we're going to make the California their home away from home. Great idea, but how are you going to do that? The first thing they did was send their chef to Hawaii.
The idea worked. Catering to Hawaiians led the Boyd Group to create its own travel agency, running direct flights from Honolulu to Las Vegas every week. It also led to the California earning its reputation as the ninth island. During this time, Bill's children, Mary Ann, our current executive chairman, and Willie, our current vice president, joined the company, working through the ranks to eventually earn leadership positions in the 90s. But first, in 1979, the Boyd Group unveils its second location, aptly named Sam's Town.
Well, industry insiders thought the company was crazy to open a casino on the east side of town. They thought the Boyds were losing their mind. But once again, by catering to the community, this time creating one of the first casinos for locals in the Las Vegas Valley, Sam's Town was successful from the get-go.
A call from the Nevada Gaming Control Board came next. They had proof that skimming was happening at the Stardust, and they needed someone to step in and run the gaming operation. The Boyds' reputation for integrity made them the ideal choice.
The movie Casino, starring Robert De Niro and directed by Martin Scorsese, was reportedly based on the skimming operation that had happened at the Stardust in the late 70s. At the time, the state of Nevada needed to find someone whose integrity was unimpeachable, and they turned to the Boyds.
The Boyd Group was approached as a potential buyer for both the Stardust and the Fremont in 1985. But Bill Boyd was going to have to personally guarantee a $165 million loan.
It's important to remember that banks saw the fairly notorious history of Las Vegas as a reason to stay out of this market. And certainly at that time, they weren't about to lend to anyone.
The Boyds were doing well and certainly had some assets, but everything they had was going to be on the line. Bill figured if they weren't successful, they were going to lose it all anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Given the Boyd track record of success, it was hard to call it a gamble, but it certainly paid off. Within a few short years, the guarantee was unnecessary, and the Boyd Group's reputation for integrity and success, became stronger than ever.
With that well-established reputation for integrity in hand, the stage was set for expansion in the early 90s as gaming opened in more and more states. But to seize the opportunity, Boyd needed to go public.
The first property that the new Boyd Gaming Corporation opened was also its first outside of Nevada. The debut of Sam's Town Tunica in 1994 was an all-hands-on-deck affair. Our current president and CEO, Keith Smith, who was then the corporate controller, was actually parking cars that night. And future vice president and board member Willie Boyd was making change. Sam's Town did very well, and it was the first in a long line of expansion. In the South, in the Northeast, and in the Midwest. As Boyd Gaming's reach and portfolio grew, so did its reputation. The Boyd style of integrity is bigger than simply running a clean game. Integrity means taking care of your guests and team members. It also means looking out for the communities in which you live, work, and raise your family. Giving back was an essential part of Sam Boyd's character. It drove him.
Sam Boyd brought the United Way to Las Vegas. He served as a member of the Rotary Club and helped propel the mission of the Boys and Girls Club, founding the Mary and Sam Boyd chapter of the Boys and Girls Club in Henderson.
In 1983, when UNLV was in danger of scrapping its football program due to the poor condition of the field, the Boyd stepped up to fund that need. It was named Sam Boyd Stadium in appreciation.
Giving back was also a philosophy that Sam passed on to his family.
As an attorney, Bill Boyd had long supported the Legal Aid Center, a nonprofit that provides pro bono legal services to Nevadans in need and kept him in touch with the legal community. Those connections led to Bill Boyd founding the state's first and only law school at UNLV. He knew from experience how expensive it was to go to law school out of state. Still the only in-state option today, the impact of the William S. Boyd School of Law at UNLV cannot be overstated.
This tradition of giving back to our community was well known throughout Vegas and the entire state of Nevada. But our sense of community grew with each new property we added. And soon, the tradition of giving back was felt in towns all over the country. We rely on the team members in our individual communities to inform where our resources can have the most impact. Their dedication and their enthusiasm fuels our own desire to be the best community partner that we can be. And while our monetary contributions to local organizations are significant, the bigger story is in the countless volunteer hours that our team members devote to these worthy causes. We recognize the importance of sustaining our communities, because communities are what sustain us. After different waves of expansion and a run of 50 years, today Boyd Gaming operates more than 25 casinos in 11 states, bringing entertainment experiences, charitable partnerships, and thousands of jobs to communities nationwide. As more and more states open themselves to sports betting, Boyd has stepped up to the challenge, partnering with FanDuel to bring America's #1 sportsbook to fans across the country. Our growth is not just geographical, as the acquisition and development of Boyd Interactive has allowed us to meet new types of customers in the digital world. We've even brought back one of our legendary brands in the form of the nationwide Stardust Social Casino and Stardust Real Money Digital Casinos in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. And as we look to the future, we can't be more excited. We continue to expand and enhance our sports betting and digital gaming experiences. We're enthusiastic about new and emerging gaming markets. And like we have done from the beginning, we are always looking to grow the Boyd family through new acquisitions. As our company continues to grow and thrive, we look forward to bringing our Boyd style of family, integrity, and shared success to communities across the nation for the next 50 years and beyond.